Hey there, hello and welcome. Always want to wait a couple of seconds to make sure that we're live. I believe that we're live. It's Madeline here. Super excited to be here with you as always. I have my corporate friends on the line with me, and today I have a pretty amazing topic for you. I'm going to reveal my secret sauce. So I'm glad that you're here and that you're watching, or maybe you're watching the replay. If you're joining me live, type something in the chat so I can see that you're here. And as I said, today I am revealing my secret sauce, or the magic pill, as I alluded to if you got an email from me or my posts on Facebook, because I have been guilty of saying, there's no such thing as, hey Doreen, good to see you. There's no such thing as a magic pill. And when I was talking to a potential client earlier this week, I realized, based on something that he said to me, I realized, yes, there is. There is a magic pill, because at the end of near the end of our conversation, he said, I just want a big bang, right? I just want a big bang. And I had the privilege of saying to him, well, Larry, that's exactly what I do, right? So let me tell you a little bit about our conversation and a little bit about Larry. Of course, that's not Larry's name. But so, Larry lives on the West Coast, and he is an educator. So, he's a really educated man, and he is suffering from crippling anxiety, okay? And when I was in conversation with him earlier this week, he was saying to me the things I used to say almost 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, when I was suffering from, I guess, what was crippling anxiety. So, and he said things like, Madeline, I'm not myself, right? I don't feel like myself. I am afraid of everything, right? So, and that's what anxiety is, isn't it? Is that you're in fear, whether it be fear of being late for a meeting or being afraid of losing your mind, right? And that's what Larry said to me. He's like, Madeline, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my mind. And that's what I said. That's what I would say to myself and my therapist at the time. I wouldn't say that sort of thing to a lot of people back then, because you don't want to be found out, right? And I didn't want to be found out. I didn't want people to know how sick I was. And Larry is like, I don't want people to know. He's like, I struggle to arrange meetings in my work life and my home life, so the conditions are as such that it's obvious that I'm not in fear. He also suffers from phobias, which are easily remedied with my secret sauce. So, but he was repeating to me all those things I used to say to myself years ago, and maybe you say some or all of them to yourself now. And the saddest one for me, they're all heartbreaking, and I could feel for him and others like him, is that, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my mind. Because we all say that in jest, don't we? I know I still say it in jest. I'm losing my mind. I'm going crazy to express how, to be dramatic and colorful. I know I like to be dramatic and colorful. I don't know about the rest. I don't know about the rest of you. But back when you're suffering with crippling anxiety, or debilitating, Larry said debilitating anxiety, crippling's my word, maybe it resonates with you. You really think that you are. You're really afraid that you're going to lose your mind. And for me, it was an even more real fear for me, because my father was mentally ill. So I had this, it's in my family thing. So I was really, and my father's life was essentially ruined. And I know I promised my story, and I am going to share it. I haven't forgotten that promise. I'm just waiting to give it more thought about what and how I'm going to share it with you. But, my father medicated his anxiety with alcohol and ruined his life, right? And then essentially exacerbated his mental illness, where eventually that's all he was mentally ill, and his life was ruined. So 10 years ago, I was really worried about losing my mind, and you might be too. So at the end of near the end of our conversation, Larry says to me, I was explaining to him, how things will work if we work together. And So I'm going to share today something that I only share with people that I invite into my program, which is my secret sauce, again, and which I like to think of as a magic pill because it is magical, right? And I have said, and magic can help you, but it was yesterday that the light bulb went on for me, and I thought, you know what, it really is magical because it's that powerful. So Larry says, Madeline, I just want a big bang, right? Like he said, I have thrown tens of thousands of dollars at my anxiety. I've tried medication. I've tried CBT. I've tried ACT therapy. I've tried essential oils. I've tried NLP, all the acronyms, and I'm going to give you another one. And maybe they took the edge off. Maybe it worked a little bit, and then it didn't. But essentially, I'm still miserable. And that was the other thing. He's like, I'm not happy. I'm not joyful. And I know that I have reason to be joyful. And I remember having that same conversation with my brother years ago. He was like, focus on all that you have to be grateful to. Because even back then in my darkest night, and like Larry today, he's like, I have a lot to be grateful for. I have an amazing job. I have amazing education. I'm working on my PhD. I have wonderful colleagues. I have a beautiful family. I have a spouse and grandchildren, and I have a beautiful home. Like, I should be happy, and I'm not, right? Because you're walking around in this fog of anxiety or whatever your cloud is, right? Like whatever the cloud is that's between you and your joy, right? And that's the thing with my magic pill, is that pretty much, essentially, if it's an emotional issue, a psychological, mental, mood issue, ambition issue, this can fix it, right? And it's, here we are, dun dun dun, drum roll please. It's mental and emotional release, okay? That's one of the names for it. And I am a certified master practitioner and trainer of mental and emotional release. So for my corporate friends, I am showing my trainer's book on it, and I'm going to give 2 of these away, okay? To the first 2 people that email me or message me that they would like the book. So please, if you're not going to read it, don't message me, okay? So I think I'm going to send you the PDF of it, but either way, or the hard copy, not sure. So mental and emotional release, which is essentially, which can be done in a few hours, right? In several hours, actually, it's usually like 5 to 8 hours. And when I say let go of baggage, right? Let go of your emotional baggage, your emotional turmoil, whether that be negative emotions and or limiting beliefs, internal conflict. This is the method that I use in order to get rid of it. And that's what happens, is we get rid of it, okay? It's like gone. And based on, and I'm offering the book for you because it would take me, a very long talk to go into all the details about mental and emotional relief, the studies that have been done, and the effectiveness of the technique, essentially, right? So, and I wouldn't even say that it's treatment, because I don't believe that we need to treat anxiety, emotional disturbances, hurt feelings. I believe those things need to be healed and resolved within ourselves. And MER, mental and emotional release, I told you I was going to give you another acronym, helps us to let that stuff go, right? So something else that Larry said to me earlier this week was, what if it brings up something really dark inside that I don't want to deal with? And that's the beauty of MER, is that you don't have to relive whatever it is that is ailing you, right? That's hurting you, that is making you anxious, that is stealing your joy, or that is keeping you from your dreams, your dream life, your happiness, right? Even your ambitions, because MER works with the unconscious mind, and the unconscious mind is the runner of the body. It's the keeper of the memories, and it's the keeper of your emotions, right? Please forgive me. I lost my train of thought for a moment. It's the keeper of your emotions, negative and otherwise. but the negative ones are the problem. And the unconscious mind suppresses, right? So even if you're not suffering from anxiety, this is helpful lesson for you, is that the unconscious mind is the keeper of all those things, your negative emotions, your memories, and your beliefs, okay? And it's the keeper of those things. And if there's trauma, right, or like Larry said, if there's something deep down inside that I don't really want to know about or relive, you don't need to relive it, right? With MER, we can let go of it at the unconscious level, because the technique uses the language of the unconscious mind, essentially. So, and we can get back and let that go. So why MER works, right? Why MER works without, unlike therapy, traditional therapies that need you to bring that stuff up, relive it, figure out why it happened, how you felt about it, relive all that pain and turmoil. Again, we don't need to do any of that with MER, okay? You don't even need to know what the root cause is, because the unconscious mind knows what the root cause is. The only thing that you have to do, there is a caveat, the only thing that you have to be willing to do is be willing to let it go, right? Be willing and ready to let it go at this time. And then once you do that, you give the unconscious mind permission, you give the practitioner permission, then you can go and let that stuff go. And the whole process, again, takes several hours, and then you're free of it. Then you're free of it forever, okay? And according to my trainers, Dr. Matt James' experience, and he's done extensive research on mental and emotional release. It was the topic of his PhD dissertation, and there's amazing information in there. I found it very easy to read and process. There's also a ton of case studies in there of stories, amazing stories in there. Everything from, just anger, someone who was angered, to serious trauma. And that's the other thing that I wanted to share about MER. So maybe you don't suffer from anxiety. You probably do on some degree, right? You probably have stress, some low level of anxiety in your life around some things. That's the society in which we live in. But even if not, okay, I'll give you that. No, you don't, okay? So MER has been proven to be highly effective to eliminate permanently trauma, phobia, emotional turmoil, weight loss, reach your health and fitness goals, reach your career and finance goals, reach your relationship goals. And let me see, I've helped people with trauma, phobia, career and finances, and relationships. It's freaking amazing. And I'm happy to reveal my secret sauce to you, my magic to you too, because it really is magical. So, and if you'd like to know if you'd like to explore with me how MER can help you, I invite you to book that breakthrough call with me, okay? You go to MadelynCorrea.com/talk. I'll put the link in the comments for you, and book that call with me, okay? And we'll explore what's going on. And just because we get on the phone doesn't mean that I'm going to invite you into the program. I want to make that clear, right? It's really about getting you clear on what's going on with you, right? What's holding you back, what's keeping you stuck, what's the source of your anxiety, and then getting clear on where it is that you want to go as well, okay? And then if I can help you with that, I will show you how. That's the point of the call. And then if it makes sense for us to work together, we can talk about that as well, but it's not a given. So, and again, MadelynCorrea.com/talk. I will put the link in the comments below. What else did I want to tell you about? There was something else I wanted to tell you about. So I just want to make clear again. So when I'm talking about letting go of your baggage, this is what I'm talking about, right? It's letting go of the negative emotions that are in your way, of letting go of trauma or emotional turmoil, anxiety, or keeping you between, maybe you're just like, I am not reaching my goals. I am not living the kind of life that I know I can live. I'm not reaching the level of happiness that I know I that I can reach, that I should be living, because life should be joyful, right? That's what I believe, that's what I teach, that's what I strive for, and that's what I help my clients move in the direction towards as well, right? So when I say releasing baggage, I'm talking about MER, or mental and emotional release, right? This is my trainer's book, Dr. Matt James, Mental and Emotional Release. If you would like a copy, email or message me, and I'm going to give away 2 copies, okay? And that's it. Again, only ask for it if you really want to learn more about it and you want to read the book. So I hope this serves you. I will look forward to talking with you again soon. Again, if you'd like to learn how MER can help you bust through whatever's holding you back and or take you up level to the next level in your life, book a call with me, MadelynCorrea.com/talk, and I'll look forward to talking with you soon. So I'm going to meditate with my friends on the corporate line. Here is the call information. If you would like to call in, I have just put it in the chat for you, and we're going to meditate. Now I'm going to do a healing meditation, okay? And if you'd like to join us, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me. And until then, I will see you in the gap. Be blessed. Namaste. Mwah.